Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Appalachian State's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Looking to throw yet again. Snags the quick throw. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Touchdown, App State. This quarterback on fire today. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to take a shot from the end zone here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Bowling Green's offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Receiver makes the grab. Down after a short gain there.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And he pulls in the catch. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they'll set up with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Falcons offense is back out there now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Makes a quick catch.
Great execution on the RPO. The quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. The quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is caught. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Appalachian State has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Finally forced out of bounds with a solid return that time. The App State offense goes back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking for the wide out. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Here comes the Bowling Green offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Hands off to the left. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. No huddle here for the offense. Quick throw caught on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line. Three guys up front line up. It's first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can.
Touchdown, Bowling Green. Strong game by this quarterback.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they draw within 4 at 14-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The outstate offense goes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And it's caught. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. 1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. There's contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's looking deep here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
4th set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Appalachian State. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Bowling Green's offense retakes the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. Bringing pressure. QB to the tight end for a completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Well, a touchdown to a wide open Kirk. What in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, once in a while as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. It's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. We've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to...
The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Here's the 2nd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's 3rd down for the offense. The DB's backing off from the line now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the defense joins the party with a score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're the quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets them a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that 1st half.
All right, let's get the 2nd half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Falcons offense is back out there now. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance.
And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. And we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The out-of-state offense goes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's a short completion of the tight end.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line...
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. They get him down after a short return, but the offensive go to work from the 44.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to...
Sacked on heavy pressure there.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Second down now after the sack. Just a pre-snap movement, back in motion. That run moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And a sophomore making an impact play. That's another aggressive call by this defense, bringing the blitz on 3rd and long.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things this defense has is guys that can cover. And when you feel like you have guys that can cover against these wide receivers, it frees you up to be a little bit more aggressive. And this time they dial up that blitz, not worried at all about getting beaten man-to-man coverage. And a good job of timing it up perfectly to get that sack.
So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Pass caught. Second down now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Just trying to get rid of it. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. He makes the grab. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The offense really clicking here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, App State. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Kirk, what can you do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. Right now, if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Time for one more play here in the quarter. 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? Appalachian State has the lead here. We've played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Short pass finds the tight end. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Bowling Green offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Caught in the flat by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Smith. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Looking to throw it again. And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Past the 10. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
How about this for starting field position? It's 1st and goal from the 3. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackled there by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Touchdown, Appalachian State. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys, and they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
No problem with PAT right now, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Bowling Green's offense retakes the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. First down and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And he drops back in the gun. Dump ball's caught by the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
Well, this is called settling down in a zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows the
intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Breaking free at the 35. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Gets the first and still running. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the beatdown continues. The offense still out there. We're going for two here. He's swarmed by the defense.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Turn starts inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Falcons offense is back out there now. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Down he goes, a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.